Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backpacktrader Training Room for Tuesday, May the 28th, 2024. Hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. That's all for the disclosure today. Crude has had one trade this morning, 9:01 exactly. The first trade, this earlier trade, went too far. So that our first trade is the long. That goes for a full stop out and a loss of a risk of 24 ticks. So that's a loss of 48. So we have work to do to get even. Unleaded, please do say hello in the chat, by the way. Unleaded gas didn't get triggered into the long initially at 903.52, but then we come up with a long setup at 913.53 that triggers in a couple of bars later. That goes solidly to target 2. Target 1 was 33, target 2 was 52, and then we trail all the way up to target 3, which was 70. So 52 and 70 for target 2 traders, 122 ticks. So that's going to be very close to $500. Target 1 traders, 103 ticks, $420 plus a little bit, about $425. Actually, a little bit more, 420 and 1260, 436.60. Crude has a long trade. It's just setting up. Have to go a little higher for that target, looks like. That just triggered in. Yeah, money management is, 21 is our entry, money management at 31. So that puts target 2 and target 3 as our targets at 34 and 39. We have a get in sync possibility on the YM. That was triggered into the short, but so far hasn't hit money management. Entry at 39.099. And we just hit money management, so that one's off the table. So we'll look for a new trade there. Getting sync possibility is right at open. 0.89.6 on Russell, and that just hit its money management, so that one's off the table. So the only thing we're active in right now is crude. And soybeans just stopped out of a pre-market trade, looking for a new setup there. Market going down this morning. Well, YM's going down, the Russell's going up. That's so we'll have to see where that goes. Crude still pushing up. Unleaded, one and done this morning. YM trailing down, but we are not in this trade because it's set up too early, a bit too far. Unleaded in a new long trade. That is also not in the trade plan as we're already at power of quitting. Russell hitting target 3 without us, unfortunately. Soybeans short, 12.40 and a quarter. A little bit of time to get into that. Got very close to target there. Minute 6 tick minimum target. Let's see. Unleaded is done, so let's see what Micro NQ has in store for us. We wait 4 minutes after market open for our start. We have a potential long trade. A little bit of a wick. Now, target 1 not big enough to move, and there we do trigger into that. So we are, and our crude trade goes through both targets. So that gives us 13 and 18 for 31. Leaves us down 17 and needing another trade. So we'll need the third trade this morning to try to get positive. And target 1 on soybeans, so that will be a one and done session there. Micro NQ been falling coming into the open, and then about 45 minutes ago began to push its way upward again. Following these pre-market trades, looking for new setups. Crude still tracking the prior trade. We'll see if we get a short trade coming up here. And soybeans stops out for 1 tick. That's 3 additional ticks, 3 positions, 9 tick total this morning. That's essentially a break-even day, but it keeps us out of additional risk this morning. 2 points, $100 trade. 112.50. Russell getting a short now. Micro Russell from Catapult. Need to try pull that down 2. So we'll go 2087. Full stop out on Micro NQ. Transitioning to short now. All right, our risk was 18 3/4 times 4 positions. Down 75 ticks, 75 points. I'm going to have to work to get positive on this one. We are short. Russell, money management, and pushing down toward target 3. And long on the hint. YM and the other market seem to be a little out of sync with each other. We've got some divergence. YM is long. YM is long. Russell is short, and Micro NQ is short. Micro NQ came very close to the second full stop out. Target 3 on Micro Russell. So win number 1, and trailing at 88.02 at 88.2. Target 4. Trailer coming down. Target 3 for 2.7. Target 4 for 3.4. Soybean showing a long trade, but we're already at power quitting, so we're not going to participate in that one. Micro Russell trailer at 87.1. Crude trade has hit both targets, so we are out of that trade. Calculator still tracking the trailer. Micro NQ trying to push down now. It's got to work its way through there. It starts to move down. Got to working its way through the 200 EMA. Target 1 is, of course, money management. And the YM starting to turn down now as well. Micro Russell turning into a nice little runner here. 85.1. Crude with a short trade. That's a setup only at this point. Has not triggered in. $84.6 on the Micro Russell trailer. Micro NQ missed its money management. No trigger yet on crude. YM back up right around its entry, just below its entry. Crude short triggers in. Targets 1 and 2 are objectives this time. 16 and 26, that'll be 42 ticks. 16 will get us to break even. No, actually, it'll put us 1 tick. So we do need to, well, yeah, it'll get us to break even because that'll also get us to money management. And that'll put us exactly 17 ticks on this trade. Micro Russell moves down. Micro NQ did hit money management and then his pullback for a break-even stop out. So we have a full loss on a break-even. Russell's still, Russell's still in its first trade. Crude bouncing up off the 50 EMA a little bit after setting a session high. And Russell setting new session lows. 82.8 for the trailer. I am passing through the entry level again. Russell stopping out at 82.8. Russell stopped out at 82.8. Crude slightly above its short entry. And the YM making a run at money management. And the Russell with trade number 2 for long. So we got to move 5 ticks this time. It's 85.5. There is our money management level for the micro Russell. And there is money management. Break even at least on this trade. Break even on the YM. And target 1. So the YM is going to be one and done. 37 tick target. Just took a little while to get there. So now we have the Russell and the YM pushing upward and the NQ pushing down. YM trailing at 0.43. Nothing on the pound Aussie this morning since our start time at 8:30. And a short trade on the micro NQ. Just below the prior session low, setting new session lows. So the micro NQ diverging from our other 2 indices. And a break-even stop out on the micro Russell. Money management on the micro NQ. There's target 2, so that is a win after 2 losses. Or no, excuse me, that's our first win, I believe. Yeah, because the short trade was too early on the micro NQ, so this is our first actionable trade, and it is trailing now. 869 3/4. Our next objective is target 3. So we haven't had any losses yet this morning. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. There's our next objective. YM did pull back and stop out. So it is done. at 0.49 and the entry at 0.34, so 15 ticks on the trailer, 37 on the target, 52 ticks net. About a $250 trade. That's not terrible. Crude still hovering right around the entry. So the lime is done. Soybeans is done. Unleaded is done. In the last trade, and that's going to be a stop. That's just an exit point. A stop and reversed exit. It's going to be at 36. This is the third trade that we're in. So that's just going to be an exit point. Triggered in unadjusted. 861.25 for the micro NQ. We did get target 3. So we'll now look for target 4. Targets 2 and 3 in hand. Our initial trade on micro NQ. A long setup on micro Russell. That was not triggered in yet. We're going to need to move up 3 ticks to 88 flat. Calculator is now tracking the long trade. We are still in the short. Micro Russell triggers into the long. That trade was too early, so 1 win, 1 break even on the micro Russell. And we just stopped out on the micro NQ for finish off our first winning trade of the session. Trade number 1 is a winner. Crude oil getting very close to, yep, it stops out. So we go from 24 to 36, 12 ticks, loss of 24, and we were down 17, so we're down 41 on the day. And that's what a losing session looks like. Full loss early, came back for a solid 2-target winner, and then we get a stop and reverse loss for our final trade. Russell taking some heat on its long trade. So we have about 3 minutes plus before our 10 a.m. crude mini session. Micro Russell, not sure where it's going. That long trade on crude now becomes a get in sync at 10 o'clock if we get there. And since we're currently flat at the moment, it is not would not be adjusted. So let's see what that does. And we did stop out of the micro Russell. One win, one break even, one loss. Short trade. Down 2 ticks. Yeah, so we're going to be at 81.5. And triggering short. Money management on the micro Russell. So we'll now look for target 3. Trade number 4 will be at least a break even. Less than 2 minutes. Actually, I think my data is running up. Yeah, my data is running 57, and yeah, data is running about 2 minutes behind. 1 minute from our 10 o'clock session, but as far as the data is concerned, it's 3. Money men actually target on micro Russell, so that is going to be a second winner, trailing now at 82.3. And it looks like we also hit target 4. Now target 4 and fixed target both the same there. So both targets trailing at 82.3. And we now have everybody's down towards session lows. And micro Russell setting a new session low, but we have a potential long trade on the micro NQ. Looks like we're going to come down. Oh, nope. Micro Russell pulled up to the 14, or did it was 10 or 14. That's a custom plan. And come down to 81.8, 81.6. We did trigger into the micro NQ, but we're coming very close to stopping out. Calculator is not going to track this because it hit both the stop and the entry on the same bar, and it just stopped out. So that's a full loser. All right, we are in the 10 a.m. session, and that is a short trade for crude. Data's catching up. It's only about 25 seconds behind now. And Micro Russell giving us another runner, 79.1. Crude is short. Micro Russell is short, trailing at 79.1. And a new long trade on the YN, or back on the Micro NQ, excuse me. That's progressing, trying to push up through the 50 EMA. And the Micro Russell stops out. Micro NQ does push up through the 50 EMA, coming close to money management. And there is money management. So that's going to be a break-even trade, at least. 2 wins. Micro Russell is 2 wins, break-even and a loss. Definite positive session. Micro NQ now trying to work up through the 200 EMA. And we have another short Trade number 5 on the Micro Russell. Needs to move down 2 again on the money management. Micro NQ failing to push up through the 200. One tick from money management on the Micro Russell. We will definitely go to 6 trades today. This could be at best the 3rd win, so we can get up to 4 wins or 3 losses. Our maximum is 6 trades. Since we only got 1 loss at this point, we definitely will get 1 loss or possible, and 2 wins. We will definitely get to 6 trades. Micro Russell just missing money management. Pulling back up. Looks like the let's see. Well, we did get a close, and we got up above the 200, but not able to pull back below it on Micro NQ. And now we do get money management on the Micro Russell, and it looks like, yeah, that's the break-even stop out. So 2 wins, 2 break-evens, 1 loss. 1 trade to go, and there we go through the 200 EMA again on the Micro NQ. 2 closes above. Still not able to sustain that. Crude coming close to money management. 78.98 looks like. Looks like it got the 79 flat. So Micro Russell has stopped out at break even. Micro NQ trying to push up to a 3rd close above the 200 EMA. Very close to closing this, getting his 3rd close. There it is. And we're going to push up to target 2. It's win number 2 with 1 loss. Got to get just above 18,900. Looks like probably 50. 75. 903/4. And we got as high as 900 1/4. 2 ticks away. This is definitely a place I would be willing to do a take profit and get back up to 900, about 900 again. I'd be willing to take profit on this one, not fight over those last 3 ticks. So make sure it doesn't pull all the way back to the break-even stop. It's definitely having trouble getting to and through this 900 level. We got to 900 1/4 with the target at 903/4. Given that target is 28.5 points, and we missed it by a half a point. Definitely, if you're trading that, you would have been following it, and at least I would have been taking profit there, knowing that's a major key level. Not going to fight over those last 2 ticks. All right, data's back in sync. $20 and the 15 are both turning downward on crude. Set up at 41 seconds after 10, but that was well below the entry on the long, so the long is definitely off the table. First trade of the session, 10 a.m. mini session. Pound Aussie setting new session highs. No trades. No overbought or oversold readings. Crude testing 50 EMA. The micro NQ testing 50 EMA for support now. So it looks like it's pulling back. So Any additional positions beyond the target 2 position, that would, I would only take profit on the target 2 position. Targets 3 and 4 are still at the break-even stop. So you got 3 positions still on. If you took profit on the initial target 2 position. Crude going all the way up to test the 20 SMA. Only a tick or two higher. It looks like 1 tick higher than the prior swing high. We'll have to see what happens. Final trade, or at least probable final trade on the Russell, is a long setup, and it just triggered in. Big trade. So that's going to go 7/10 of target 1, 70% of target 1. Target 1 is 26 ticks. So 70% of that will be right around 23 ticks, I think. $18 ticks, looks like. $80.4. I believe that's going to be our trail level. We just hit it. So close of this. Yep, there it is. Trailer comes up 78.2. Removing most of our risk. Away with that one. One tick. There's break even. So that now we come to 78.7. We do make that break-even stop move intra-bar. And we did hit target 2 ultimately on the micro NQ. Challenged the stop. Ultimately made it to target 2. So that is win number 2. Now we'll look for target 3. And we get another break-even stop out on the micro Russell. So 2 wins, 3 break-evens, 1 loss. Positive session this morning. Crude taking heat. Going almost up to second swing high. Back. Looks like it missed that. Actually, it hit that right on the nose. 79.38. Pulling back slightly. We'll see if it continues up or down. And short trade as we stop out at break even on the remaining positions. Pick up a short trade. On the micro NQ. Trade number 4. We stopped out of the long trade and went short. Short entry was 72.25, and we stopped out at 72.5 and then entered the short at 72.25. And now we just stopped out. So that is a second loss on the micro NQ alongside 2 wins. Micro Russell is done. Still no trades on the pound Aussie. No overbought or oversold readings since around midnight, at least midnight. Looks like, or well, not quite. Back to where? Yeah, so no overbought or oversold readings since session opened yesterday at 5 o'clock. So very lackluster price movement on the pound Aussie. And about to get a long trade set up on micro NQ. That's going to be interesting. It looks like that is our entry. And with this swing level at, one thing that looks like it's at 02 3/4. Yeah, that's 2 points. I'm willing to make a 3-point adjustment in that, make it 03 3/4. If we get the setup. The setup's going to come at 900 3/4. I'm going to take it to 903 3/4. Get around that swing. And crude stops out. And that's the beginning of it's just negative on another session so far. 27 tick risks, so down 54. Crude pushing up toward the session high. No overbought or oversold readings there either for quite a while, since just after market open around 9:30. We got some overbought readings. They give us those two shorts. All right, nothing happening right now. Take two more trades on crude, two more trades on micro NQ, and whatever up to 6 on the pound Aussie. New long trade. There's the setup I was looking for, was expecting. Yep, at and we did hit my adjusted entry as well. Entry is at 902 and a quarter. Had a little bit of a wick on that bar, which oh yeah, the bar closed at 903 quarters, and then we I would stay with my adjusted entry. Rude. Touching the session high. This is trade number 5 on the micro NQ. But overbought reading way back around 9:30, shortly after 9:30 this morning. Still valid. We have not had a successful trade, so we could still get a short if it comes back down. On crude, that is. New session high on crude, 79.47. All right. And pushing up again. 79.49. 50-cent level. Giving some resistance, it looks like. Okay, yeah, entry offset is 6 ticks. So that is exactly what we saw. 902 and a quarter. I took that to 90. I took another 6 ticks to 903 and 3/4. And a full stop out. So 1, 2, that's the third loss. That ends the session. So the only thing we have left is crude. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Pound Aussie's not giving us anything. So I am going to bring this session to a close this morning, I believe. We've been here a little over an hour. So I will bid everyone adieu, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Remember, the holiday yesterday, crude oil inventory report is May at 11 rather than tomorrow at 10:30. So 9:30 session tomorrow, 9:30 session Thursday, and 11 o'clock session on Thursday. So see everybody tomorrow. Have a good one.